Hi guys. Um, so in the last video I told you that I would give you the last question from the paragraph, but we would have to finish reading page 85. Um, so let's start. We were talking about the multiple uses people gives LED lights and how they make different machinery, devices, technology, appliances, and things for the house and for entertainment using LED lights because they are cheaper to use. At the beginning they're not, but in the long run they are. So let's continue reading. And what kind of uses they apply the LED lights? Page 85. Many lamps and track lighting in homes use LED lights. Strips of LED lights can be installed on their counters and in hallways. They can also illuminate staircases. Modern reading lamps and pen lights are beginning to incorporate LED lights. Outdoor lighting for streets, walkways, and landscaping often use LEDs. The durable LED lights can withstand various weather conditions. The longevity of the light bulbs also makes the use of LEDs very convenient. Homeowners can save money each year on their electric bill by converting their incandescent lights to LEDs. There are other special characteristics of LEDs that make them popular. One of the advantages of LED lights is that they do not flicker. Flicker is when they turn on and off and on and off. Also, incandescent bulbs generally shine on a yellowish light on our room. I told you, yellowy. LED light bulbs can cast a white light into our room. This white light resembles the color temperature of daylight. As a result, it is easier on your eyes. This light can lift your mood in the wintertime when the weather is more bleak and dreary. So people uses them not only because they're cheaper and they produce a white light, but also because that white light can lift your spirits during the winter when it's kind of dark, because the light that it casts is white. Since LEDs focus their light on a particular direction, they do not waste light. Areas that do not need to be illuminated will not be. For this reason, LEDs are perfect task lights. Today, people have more access to products with LEDs. With all the inventions and advancement in LED lighting, the incandescent light bulb may soon be a thing of the past. So in here we can see multiple pictures of how people use LED lights because they don't get hot. One of the main problems that incandescent lights produce is that because they got hot, they would cause fires in Christmas because of all the Christmas lights that it would be hung would be too hot and they would cause an accident. And also all these decorative lights for the outside, these outside lights, if they got hot and the house was made out of wood, it could cause also a fire. And if the incandescent light got hot and the filament got boiling, then it would blow up and cause another kind of accidents. So with all the multiple uses people gives these kind of lights, it's amazing how technology has changed. And it took them 50 years from the beginning, from when they invented the light bulb, to later make it into this 50 something years to make it into today. But the uses are big. So the next question that you will write is that you will write all the uses that people gives to LED lights. So right in there, different uses for LED lights or different applications of the LED lights. And you have this paragraph, and this paragraph, all those paragraphs to write the examples of how many uses people gives, what kind of machines they use them for, what kind of technology, why do they use them like that, why is it better to make a use of that in specific things like linings for outside or lighting up a Christmas tree. Why is it so often that people use LED lights now than before, and how all the uses that people gives them are so wide. So you write in there the multiple uses of LED lights, and you start. LED lights are used in this and this and these things because they create a wide. So you can have a grasp on how people use LED lights. Later, when you're done with that, you can make half a page from that. but I'm pretty sure that it's going to take more than that. So in page 86, we have our activity, okay? So in there, you are going to choose the correct answer um, from the different options. Let's do it. What makes LEDs more efficient than incandescent bulbs? LEDs cost less. Let's last longer and use less electricity. Let's use more electricity or let's use filaments. Now remember, the question is why is it, how or what makes it more efficient than an incandescent light bulb? And a question that you had in the exam is that you were confused. Obviously, the purpose of the exam is to make you think, to make you doubt, to make you rethink and go to the paragraph that I'm sending you to read instead of writing clearly what the answer is. If the answer was obviously written in there, then it wouldn't push you to think. Sixth grade, you have to think. Um, so it says in there, what makes it more efficient? Do you think that because the LEDs cost less? Is that what makes it more efficient? And remember, we're trying to find the correct answer, but why don't we get rid of all the wrong ones first? Is the LED less expensive? No. So it's not going to be number A or letter A. Then V, let's last longer and use less electricity. If you go back to the story, you will see a paragraph that mentions that, but I'm not sure because there's two more answers. So this is what you should do in your exam. You should explore every one of them and say, is this one? I don't know. Is this one? Obviously not. Is this one? Probably, but what if I compare it to the other one? So if you eliminate every incorrect question, answer, eventually you will make it into the correct one. Remember, focus first on the things that are wrong and then try to find something that is correct. Let us see. Let's use more electricity. Is that true? No, they use not a lot of electricity. That's why they're so popular. Letter D. Let's use filaments. As you remember, a filament, it was like a piece of wire that it was twirled around and it was stuck in a glass and it would shine and it would be incandescent. Does LED lights use it? No, they use different technologies, plastic and directed light and the tiles and all those things and the pixels, but no filaments. So it's not D, it's not C, and it's not A. So even if I didn't know the answer has taken me to B. And actually, that's the correct answer if you go back. So this is what you should do. This is how you should answer them, okay? Later we have remote controls. Use infrared LEDs. Oh, sorry, number 2. Why might new traffic signals be using LEDs? Because the old bulbs burn out too quickly? Or cities could not afford to buy incandescent bulbs? Or LEDs are brighter and more cost effective? Or LEDs are pretty and colorful? So let's do it again. Do you think it's because the bulbs are old and burn out quickly? Do you think that that's why the new traffic signals are LED? Probably. What about if cities could not afford it? Nah, cities can buy it and people in the city have money. What about LEDs are brighter and more cost effective? Maybe. Because cost effective would be cheaper in the long run and the brighter. Or because LEDs are pretty and colorful. I don't think that that would be the correct answer. But what do you think? Next we have remote controls. Remote controls use infrared LEDs, do not use LEDs, use incandescent bulbs, that's not the one, and have pixels and tiles. Later we have, since LEDs focus their light in a particular direction, they do not waste light, are not bright, cannot shine over long distances, are not cost effective. LEDs are ideal for the automotive industry because they come in more colors, they last longer than incandescent bulbs, they are brighter, or they are bigger than other light sources. Answer the critical thinking questions in complete sentences. What are some advantages and disadvantages to using LEDs? Give specific examples from the text to support your answer. Remember that I gave you one of these questions. What were the advantages and disadvantages? Well, now you can just recopy it in here. And when it asks you to support your answer, you have to say because this and this and this. You should not write a list like advantages, disadvantages. Is cheaper. It's cheaper in the long run. It doesn't get hot. It can create images. That's not the answer. You should write The advantages of LED lights are this and this and this and this and this, and support your answer because this and this and this and this. And then the disadvantages are that they are very expensive because, again, so when they ask you to support your answer, you have to give some sort of reasoning on why you're choosing that answer. Next you have, according to the passage, why LEDs are one of the most important inventions in the world of electronics. So you should think if they took them 50 years to change the light bulb, the incandescent light bulb, into the LED, it's because it was really important. And as much as we have studied all the reasons and all the things that they can do, with the LED lights, maybe you can find the reason why it has changed the world so much. Because in the past, people used to use this and this and this kind of light, etc., etc., etc. Later, you have something very important. A Venn diagram. Complete the Venn diagram to compare and contrast incandescent light bulbs with LEDs. So, in this side of the Venn diagram, where it says LEDs, you are going to write all the things that are different from the incandescent light bulb. All the things that are unique in it. It's very cheap in the long run. It's very expensive at the beginning. It uses tiles and clusters and pixels, etc., etc., etc. If you only write 3, the answer is incorrect. Try to fill it in. You have enough space. And then all the things that are different in the incandescent light bulb uses a filament, was invented in 18 something, 19 something, I don't know. They produce or they cast a yellowish light. They use glass to portray the light. They would turn very hot. And now the things that they have in common are going to be here. So different things, unique things for each one, and then all the things that they have in common. Both of them produce some sort of light. Both of them are good for the house. Both of them have developed regularly with technology. Okay, all the things that are in common in the middle. Later we have, use the information in the Venn diagram to write a summary on the passage. So your summary of the compare and contrast is going to be based on this. So for an example, you're going to start your summary. Summary of the Venn diagram. I think that the LED lights are different from the incandescent lights because this and this and this and this reason. And all of these different reasons are, and you write all the reasons, different than the incandescent light that is like this and this and this and this and this. And these are all the difference that both of them have. But at the end, both of them have something in common. This and this and this and this and this. So that's what I want, at least one page for your summary for the Venn diagram. And then you have, make a list of at least 5 LED devices that you see in your everyday life. For each device, explain what the functions of LEDs are and why the LEDs are effective. So I don't think that, I have no idea if you're going to find 5 because I only had 1. But I could have said my phone, I could have said a light bulb. So if you have something around your house, you should. And if you don't, then you are going to write the different uses that you give to the incandescent lights, because that means that the usage of LED lights in your house is not very high. And let's not do the last one, because I think that you have enough work to work so far. So you are going to upload your homework when I post it in the platform, probably for Monday, so you can chill. You're gonna have to post in private messages all the questions that I ask in the order that I ask, with the instructions of pen or pencil cursive print that I asked, and you're gonna have to take pictures of your book and send them to me, showing me all the work that you did. So I hope that you have understood, and I think that I'm going to go live this week, probably Friday, I hope. So I'll let you know when I go live. So if you have questions, you can ask. And I hope you have an amazing days. Well, days, because you're far. I love you guys, and I hope you're okay.